Hello there, my lovely army. Can you believe it has already been 3 whole months since all the members finally gathered together again? They had us all on the edge of our seats while they were in Los Angeles working on that highly anticipated album scheduled for next spring. But I am happy to report that everyone is safely back home in Korea now. I am sure they are just dying to tell us all the details. So keep your notifications on for those surprise Weverse lives that we love so much. But right now, I really need to talk about our worldwide handsome Jin, who wrapped up his solo promotions back in August. Where do I even begin with this man? He has been absolutely everywhere lately, hasn't he? First off, my heart nearly stopped when it was officially announced through social media that he has been appointed as the new global brand ambassador for Laneige. Then there is that special alcohol brand, Jinro, which he actually helped develop alongside the legendary chef Paik Jong-won. Not only did he help create it, but he is serving as the face of the brand too, proving there is truly nothing he cannot do. I even heard they are launching a special pop-up store right between Shibuya Parko and Han's Shibuya at the open base space. How exciting is that? It might just be a happy coincidence. But does it not feel like we are getting spoiled with a lot of Japan-related news from him lately? Currently, though, our Prince Charming is over in Italy, gracing Milan Fashion Week for the Gucci Spring-Summer 2026 collection. The show took place late last night, and let me tell you, I stayed up just to catch a glimpse of him. He stepped out wearing a crisp white long-sleeve shirt tucked into sleek black trousers. Classic Gucci signature pieces that looked like they were made just for him. He also made time to attend the premiere of The Tiger, a touching short film by the brand that focuses on the deep bonds of family. Of course, he was seated front and center, looking impeccable as always. There was this incredibly adorable moment where he was sitting next to the 18-year-old rapper Netspend, who turned to him and sweetly said, "We are best friends today." The video of Jin just bursting into that distinct, infectious laugh of his instantly went viral, and I think we all melted a little watching it. Netspend even posted a photo with our Jin on his social media, tagging it with the acronym BFFL. For those who might not know, that stands for Best Friends for Life. Talk about moving fast. Since he said it in person and tagged it online, I think it is pretty clear he has totally fallen for Jin's charms, just like the rest of us have. Later on, there was a scene where a whole group of ladies lined up on the stairs were just frantically snapping photos of him with their phones. Keep in mind, these are people who are used to attending these high-fashion, exclusive events. They must see celebrities all the time, yet they could not take their eyes off him. It really reminded me just how powerful his aura truly is. Seeing him decked out in Gucci, looking absolutely breathtaking, really sent the internet into a complete frenzy. I was scrolling through the comments, and even people who support other members were asking, "Why am I not a Jin stan yet?" Because he looked dangerously handsome. One comment perfectly described him as looking sexy yet aesthetic in that outfit, which is honestly such a vibe. Even surrounded by glittering celebrities, he shone the brightest. I felt so incredibly proud to call him our idol. Someone else wrote, "I saw Jin, and he is the definition of simple perfection. It does not get better than that." It was just a white shirt and black pants, but he exuded a beauty that transcends gender and leaves absolutely everyone feeling defeated. Honestly, looking at him is just the best therapy for tired eyes. I think it is amazing how he manages to be cute, handsome, beautiful, and incredibly sexy all at the same time. The feed was just filled with people completely overwhelmed by his visuals and singing his praises. I was nodding along to every single post. He also filmed several PR clips for various fashion magazines while he was there, and lucky for us, they were released almost immediately. But I simply have to share the greeting he did for Harper's Bazaar Korea, because it was just so typically Jin. He said, "Hello, this is Bazaar BTS Jin. I looked in the mirror today, and I looked really handsome." He continued, so I came out with full confidence. I hope you all enjoy looking at my confident face. Then he signed off with a cheerful, "See you next time. Annyeong." I laughed so hard. Never change, Jin. You really are the absolute best. In other interviews, he kept mentioning how interesting the short film The Tiger was and said he wanted to recommend it to all the armies out there. I am not exactly sure how we can watch it yet, but if he says it is good, then I definitely need to see it. Sadly, his trip is coming to an end, and I believe he will be flying back to Korea sometime tomorrow or the day after. Still, he was absolutely stunning throughout this whole trip, wasn't he? I love these ambassador gigs because we get to see him all dressed up and stylish. It really is such a treat for us fans. Let's keep cheering him on and looking forward to whatever amazing things he has planned for us next. Moving on, we have caught some glimpses of members enjoying the art world recently at the Freeze Seoul 2025 events through various photos and videos. Oh, my lovely armies. Don't we just adore how much our sweet Tay-Tay comes home to Weverse to play with us? It makes my heart flutter. Well, speaking of our winter bear, the Korean media just dropped some major news about him yesterday that I simply have to share with you all because I'm screaming with pride. Our global superstar, the absolute prince of our hearts and member of BTS, Kim Taehyung, has officially become the owner of a super luxurious apartment. It's the PH129 in Cheongdam-dong, right in the prestigious Gangnam district. Get this, he bought the penthouse Cheongdam for a staggering 14,200,000,000 won, and he paid it all in cash. Can you believe it? He made this huge move just 1 month before he had to leave us for the military. Talk about a power move. It has been confirmed through reports that V secured this ultra-exclusive PH129 residence in Seoul's Gangnam district on the 17th, dropping that cool 14,200,000,000 won in a single full cash payment. I'm sure our jaws are all on the floor right now. The deal was actually signed about a month before his enlistment. According to the real estate records, on the 17th, V became the owner of a massive 101 Pyong unit at PH129. We are talking about a supply area of nearly 333 square meters and a dedicated living space of around 274 square meters. That price tag of 14 billion won makes so much sense now. It's a gorgeous duplex structure with 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Imagine him getting lost in all that space. Since there is absolutely no mortgage recorded on the property, it's estimated that our rich boss baby paid every single cent in cash without borrowing a dime. He really went for this major investment right before pausing his career for service. It looks like the deal was finalized either during his vacation or through a trusted agent, because when the purchase was officially completed, our brave V was already serving hard in the Special Mission Unit of the 2nd Corps. Even in uniform, he's making headlines. Looking at the property papers, the initial contract was signed way back on May 7th. Then, on September 17th, he finished paying the balance and officially took ownership from the construction company. V actually canceled the contract 1 month after signing it, on June 10th, only to likely re-sign or adjust it. Whether he used his pre-enlistment leave to do it himself or had someone handle it for him, we aren't entirely sure. We also don't know if he has officially moved out of his Applebaum place in Samsung-dong to this new palace yet. On September 17th, when the ownership transfer was filed at the court, V's registered address was still listed as his old home at the Samsung-dong Applebaum. So, it seems he didn't register a move-in immediately after getting the keys to PH129. He likes to take his time. Just like his music. Real estate experts are saying that PH129 is arguably the best apartment complex in the country, and its value just keeps going up. It's the #1 choice for young, successful icons like RV. They analyzed that he likely secured this stable, beautiful sanctuary now so he has a perfect home waiting for him when he returns to full-scale activities. I'm tearing up just thinking about his homecoming. This incredible place, PH129, which V now calls his own, was completed in August 2020. It was a joint masterpiece developed by Bill Polaris and the American finance firm Angelo Gordon. Built by Hyundai Engineering and Construction, it sits proudly at 129 Cheongdam-dong in Gangnam. Originally, they were going to sell it under the name The Penthouse Cheongdam, but right before it opened, they changed the name to the sleek and modern PH129. The PH stands for penthouse, and 129 comes from the land lot number. It sounds so chic, doesn't it? The building is massive, going 6 floors underground and reaching 20 floors up into the sky. It has 27 units that are the 101 Pyeong type, around 333 square meters, and 2 super exclusive penthouse units that are even bigger. In total, there are only 29 families living there. Aside from a few lower floors, almost every home boasts a panoramic view of the Han River. I bet he can see Lotte World Tower in Signiel from his window. The views must be breathtaking, just like him. What's really special is that PH129 has parking for 5 cars per household, perfect for a car lover, plus a gym, an indoor golf range, a wine bar, and even a movie theater. It has all the top-tier facilities our prince deserves. It's also famous for its 24-hour concierge service and state-of-the-art security systems. Knowing he is safe and protected makes me feel so relieved. Right now, PH129 is home to some very elite neighbors, including top golfers, the famous actor couple Jang Dong-gun and Ko So-young, and former executives from major companies like the former head of Aecum Development, star lecturer Hyun Woo-jin, and the CEO of the beauty brand Tier. He is truly living among the top-class crowd. You know, previously our sunshine J-Hope bought a penthouse at Afra Hangang for over 20 billion won, and our Papa Bear, Bang Si-hyuk, bought a place at Park Hanam for over 10 billion won. They are all doing so well. Ever since debuting in 2013, V has worked so incredibly hard, and thanks to the massive global success of BTS, he has earned this success. Especially with his solo album hitting the top of the Billboard charts, the royalties must be amazing. He deserves every bit of this luxury. I'm sure we're all crying happy tears for him. Let's keep waiting for his safe return. So, that was the full scoop on that situation. But seriously, isn't it absolutely wild that celebrity addresses in Korea are just out in the open like that? I mean, the articles just casually listed exactly where our beloved Tay-Tay is living these days. And naturally, it wasn't just him. They went ahead and exposed the neighborhoods of other big stars, too. Now, let's talk about this palace he bought, the PH129. We are talking about a price tag of roughly 15 billion yen. That is ultra luxury, darling. And the most jaw-dropping part? Our boy paid for it all in cash. One lump sum! It's honestly so impressive that my brain practically short-circuits just trying to comprehend that level of success. When you think about how this is even possible, the reports suggest his solo royalty earnings were astronomical, which I'm 1,000% sure comes from his masterpiece, Layover. I know every agency handles profit splits differently, but let's be real. BTS is in a league of their own, so the numbers must be staggering. I'll be honest, I don't know the nitty-gritty financial details, but I have a sneaking suspicion that his solo era might have been even more lucrative for him personally than the group activities. Of course, the solo success is built on the massive foundation of the group's history, but still, at the end of the day, all I can say is, wow. Just wow. No matter how you look at it, BTS is just on a completely different level of greatness. Speaking of our wonderful Taehyung, didn't he make our hearts flutter yesterday when he popped up on Weverse? Our sweet Kim Taehyung-shi. When one fan posted, "I seriously can't handle this," Tae cheekily replied, "I went for a run even though it was raining." He then added, "Honestly, I hate running," which is so relatable. Then another ARMY asked, "Taehyung, how was your day? We saw you working out in LA." And this is where he gets so cute. He replies, "Wait, can you guys listen to my story for a second?" He goes, "So I started running, right? And guess what? My body fat dropped to under 10%. That little tummy I had, it's completely gone." Can you believe him? When someone asked for a selfie, he just kept teasing, "Will you listen to me? I think I hit a runner's high. It finally happened to me." He said yesterday was easy breezy. Then an ARMY asked, "Taehyung, how much did you run today?" And his answer was pure gold. "I ordered everything on the menu at the cafeteria yesterday, so I felt like I had no choice but to run today." Isn't he the cutest? Then a fan poured their heart out saying, "Every time I run, I just want to go home. I've been living with my tummy for 2 years now." And Tae got super encouraging. He told them, "You can do it. Seriously, if you keep at it, you'll see results. I'm telling you the truth, really. Consistency is key. You will improve." And then he dropped this heart-stopping line, "If you don't see results, I'll take full responsibility." Swoon! Then another fan said, "I'm okay. I hate running. I like swimming." Tae playfully replied, "Well then, maybe I should switch to swimming to see better results?" He is such a flirt. Then came the funny part. A fan wrote, "Taehyung, we only think about eating ramen at the Han River. What should we do?" And Tae, being the nature lover he is, said, "There are plenty of great spots besides the Han River. Like the mountains." Another fan chimed in, "I run in Yoido after work. Have you ever bumped into an ARMY while running?" And this is the part that made me tear up. He said, "So many times. But no joke, everyone was so real. They were so gentle. They didn't call out to me. They respected my space, didn't try to run with me. They acted like they didn't care if I was there or not. They just gave me the cryptic BTS hand sign passing by." It was so awesome. It made me laugh. Seeing that no sightings were posted online, I realized how much they were looking out for me. Next time I see them, I really need to give them a gift or something. Thanks to them, I keep going back to that mountain. He spent so much time replying to us like this. At first, I thought he was just updating us on his fitness journey. But that last story, oh my God. That was the most impactful moment, don't you think? To think there were fans who recognized him mid-run but chose to protect him? And the fact that Tae himself shared this story with us? I'm jealous, sure, but mostly just in awe. Those fans who didn't leak any info or photos? You guys are the real MVPs. Absolutely beautiful souls. I think they knew that if they posted about it, Tae wouldn't be able to run freely anymore. So they kept it a secret out of love. I'm absolutely certain that Taehyung felt incredibly proud of his ARMYs in that moment. Just thinking back to June 12th of last year makes my heart flutter all over again. Our worldwide handsome Jin, who we missed so desperately since he enlisted on December 13th, 2022, finally finished his service. Then, about 4 months later, didn't that wait feel like an eternity? Our eternal sunshine Hobie came back to us on October 17th, brightening up our world once more. And the joy just kept coming this year, didn't it? On June 10th, our incredible leader Namjoon and our precious Tae finally returned to our arms. Right after that, on June 11th, Jimin and Jungkook came home, and when Yoongi was discharged on June 21st, BTS was finally a complete group again. I'm sure so many armies cried happy tears that day. I know I was absolutely sobbing with relief. The 7 of them have been staying in Los Angeles, pouring their hearts into producing songs for the new album coming out next spring. I'm really looking forward to it, aren't you? After wrapping up their busy schedules and making all that magic, they touched down back home in Korea just last month. I know we're all dying to know. What will their group activities look like now? And when will they finally drop the details for a world tour? I'm shaking with excitement just imagining it. I was so happy to share these exciting updates about our beloved members with you today. It feels so good to catch up like this. That's all the news I have for now, my lovelies. Thank you so much for spending this time with me again. Please don't forget to subscribe so we can keep gushing over the boys together. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video.